Hi, I'm here with Linda McKinney from the Five Loaves and Two Fishes Food Bank. Can you tell us about the Five Loaves and Two Fishes Food Bank?
Sure. Of course, we're located in Kimball, West Virginia. That's in McDowell County. Five Loaves and Two Fishes Food Bank was founded in 1997 and only had one prior director who was the founder. We were given the food bank due to his deteriorating health in 2009. So we're basically starting our 13th year, I think it is here. The food bank serves only McDowell County. In addition to food, we have a clothing pantry, which basically consists of new and gently used infant and children's clothing. We have outreach programs that we do with the ladies. We have a ladies' night out. This is all prior to COVID. We've had to change quite a few things due to COVID. We have emergency food pantry that serves anyone who's traveling through, the homeless, or any agency or church that would call and need food. We can help them on an emergency basis. And then we have our regular distribution, which have become quite smaller because of the COVID. We have smaller distributions more times during the month. We regularly, prior to COVID, would have one major distribution a month, and that would serve anywhere from 200 to 500 individuals. We serve quite a few. Basically, our clientele are multi-generational homes. I think we have one of the highest populations of older siblings or grandparents raising children probably in the whole United States. So we have a multi-generational programming.
What are some of the challenges that you face on a daily basis?
Challenges right now after COVID, we've lost a large amount of our volunteer base. Prior to COVID, we would have anywhere from 13, 14, up to 20 individuals in here helping with volunteerism, but due to the COVID restrictions, we now only have 3 regular volunteers that come in and help. And at the current time, one of our volunteers is actually in the hospital in critical condition with COVID. But we're very tight-doored, as I say, of who we allow in the food bank due to COVID.
And you said you serve a lot of people. How many do you serve consistently?
Consistently, we serve, prior to COVID, we could do anywhere from 200 to 500 individuals in a give out. And we could have 1 to 2 large give outs every month. But now we have smaller distributions, and we've just now recently started allowing people just to come in and serve themselves with what you did yesterday and today with the small bags, as we call them. We'll be able to give people bagged food already. No one has to touch anything. They just get their bag and they can go through the line and get what they need, hygiene-wise, snack-wise, the smaller things. But now with the bags already bagged up, that is a tremendous help. That means we don't have to have any volunteers in here. It's already done.
That's awesome. Well, what is needed the most, or what is your most requested item? Or
my most requested item within the last 3 to 5 years, believe it or not, is water. Because so many of our wells are dried or contaminated, and we have so many people that are on well water. The only water plant that we have in McDowell County is Welch. So if you live in Welch, you do have treated water, and you have a septic system, a sewer plant. We have individuals that live in so many remote areas. We have individuals that carry water from creeks, individuals that come here for drinking water. Drinking water is our most requested item. And then ladies' feminine products is a large need here, because that's not something that we get on our food trucks. Our main donor of food is Operation Blessing out of Chesapeake, Virginia. We get anywhere from 19,000 to 33,000 pounds of product a month. They bring a semi-tractor trailer in, no cost to us. It's totally given freely. And as you can see, we've got quite a bit here now. We just had a truck come in last month. But they do not do, we requested water because we are in a disaster situation here. With COVID, and a lot of people don't have running water and do not have indoor plumbing. So they gave us a tractor trailer of water out of their disaster center in Chesapeake. But basically our most requested item is water, feminine products, hygiene items. Those are things that we do not get. We do have a large diaper distribution. We try to give diapers each month for individuals that call, but you have to have a child that's in diapers. And then we also have a new partnership that actually was born out of the COVID situation. We have a partnership with the local Women's and Infants Children Nutritional Program, which we call WIC, the state of West Virginia. About every quarter, the state comes in and clears the shelves off, and they restock it with, new baby formula, and they donate that to us. So that was a new program.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
If correct me if I'm wrong, but I think when we talked before, even the communities outside of Welch that have municipal water, that can still, it's not necessarily clean water. It's still toxic to an extent.
They do not clean it. There's no cleaning.
So
plant.
it's just pumped to them, but it's still, essentially,
Right.
they're getting contaminated
Right.
water pumped
And
to
that's
them.
how the program with the WIC department started, with mothers making their formula for children with contaminated water. And so we started that with WIC, and with each 2 cans of formula I give them 3 cases of bottled water.
And that same water, looking at, that's something else that we talked about, these, like the town of Kimball and a lot of these other communities, it looks like they're discharging their sewage right into the streams.
Everyone is straight piped except for the state of West, for the city of Welch.
Okay, so,
There's no, even though that they have mayors, they're small town, but it's all straight pipe except for Welch, and we do have a sewer treatment plant.
okay, so essentially, like those guys that are fishing in this, like the Elkhorn Creek up here, they're fishing in the same water that sewage is being discharged from houses.
They throw it back. We have fishermen that come here from North and South Carolina, and they know, they throw it back. But some of the biggest trout you've ever seen comes right out from behind the food bank here. Large trout.
And can you tell us a little bit about the water plant that you guys created here?
We have what is called solar water production, and what it does is it works on the same schematic as a humidifier. If you have a dehumidifier in your home, it pulls the moisture out of the air, and it either goes down the drain or you dump it from the back. Those work exactly that way. They're all encased, and they produce water out of the atmosphere from the evaporation. And we have a water house that we go in. We have it tested every month. We draw little vials of water from that, and we actually have some down here that we just pulled from the water. And we are certified by the state of West Virginia.
So you're essentially bottling perfectly clean water.
Yes, there's no contaminants. We've never failed any type of water testing. But we do, now in the wintertime, they're a little slow. If there's any type of film over top of it, any type of frozen matter, they won't produce. So, and they'll shut themselves down. It's high-tech technology. But they produce, and we bottle it, and then we're able to give that out. And we also give it out in 5-gallon for individuals that do not have running water to flush their commodes or bathe in.
Okay. What projects and goals do you have coming up in the next few years that you'd like to complete?
We've been very blessed during the COVID situation. We have gotten quite a few donations, and as I told you before, we do not have any type of administrative fees here. There's no administrative overhead. No one gets a salary, a payday, a stipend, anything, not even myself. We're totally run by a base of volunteers. So when individuals give us money, write us checks or send us money however they do it, we have a PayPal. You can get that from our Facebook or from our webpage. I can basically run this facility on less than $2,500 a month. Our main largest overhead is our insurance, our liability insurance, and our power bills are astronomical in McDowell County. So anything that individuals give us, any type of donation, monetary wise, goes directly back to the county.
Okay. How can people outside of this region get more involved, and how could they help you more?
Basically, people do what you've done. I've had several people just stop by here and want to know, because a lot of people don't know what a food bank is or a food pantry, and have stopped by, just coming in and looking around, taking a tour. I love it when people want a tour, and they just say, well, how can we help you? Just like what you're doing. How can I help you? And I just tell them the needs here. I take them back and show them the emergency pantry, show them the children's pantry that we have, and then basically, you just have to be led how you want to help. Some people want to hand me money, some people want to write me checks, and some people say, well, when I get back home, I'm going to do a fundraiser. It's just what you feel you want to do, and then they find a way to get it to me.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time. This has been very enlightening. So it's just hard to believe that some of the challenges that you guys face and overcome on a daily basis. So thanks again.
Well, thank you for coming down and helping and stocking that pantry back up again.
No problem. Look forward to doing it again.
All righty.